It's cold out, my friends. It's 29 degrees out right now, and it doesn't feel that bad considering the past couple of days. It's been so cold down into the teens. But that sun that's out right now, beaming on you, kind of makes it feel good. But it's cold out and everything is solid, frozen. The ground is like a brick. I couldn't even open my gate this morning. I had to go use a tool that I have and just dig out some of the dirt there to get the gate to open because it was solid frozen and for some reason the soil lifted up a little bit and couldn't get the gate open. But I got it open. But anyway, I'm going to be up potting some of my tomato seedlings this morning. They have outgrown the cell packs, and I'm gonna up pot them to a bigger pot and give them some fertilizer and just maintain them there until sometime in March where we can go ahead and get them out into the garden. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. But let me show you real quick as I'm walking by, show you some of my frozen plants. Over there we have some of my mustard greens. You can see they're frozen down to the ground. These are some of the smaller ones that I have. I have big ones on the other side, and they're the same thing. Over here we have my garlic that had come up earlier, and it is just frozen in place. And then over there we have some of my beets. But as soon as this cold front goes by, all the stuff will bounce right back, so no worries. This year we're gonna go ahead and cover this bed here. In this bed I have some strawberries. I have strawberries all throughout my property, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover this bed here because I'm gonna try to see if I can get some strawberries to grow really big. Got so many squirrels here on my property, and they just be biting onto the strawberries and eating the strawberries up. So, you really get a good bucket worth of them. So I'm going to cover over here and see if I can grow some nice big fat strawberries there that we can enjoy. So, Mrs. Renee's Rocky, I think he's responsible for half of the stuff that's going on over here with the strawberries. So I think he'd be taking the Greyhound, traveling back and forth and just, raining down havoc on everybody's strawberry beds. So this year we're going to put an end to Rocky's shenanigans with eating the bull's strawberries. So we're going to put an end to that. So we're going to go ahead and do a little indoor gardening this morning because you can forget about outside. So we're going to go in here into my little grow room there. I started some tomatoes in December, and they put some size to them. So I'm going to go ahead and get them out of these little cells and get them transplanted into some bigger pots. All right, so here we go. We're downstairs in my basement, family room / man cave. So what I'm gonna do here is I have these bigger pots right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and transplant these tomatoes. I have some Juliet tomatoes. I'm sorry, not Juliet tomatoes. Jubilee. I have some Jubilee tomatoes. I have some Roma tomatoes, and I have some Boxcar Willie tomatoes. So we're gonna go ahead and get those transplanted over. Now, as you can see here on this one here, we have one that grew pretty big and thick, and the other one stayed behind. He's real tiny. So, I might move him over and I might not. I might just leave him there for right now. And this tray here, I only had 2 plants that germinated out of the 6 cells. So I'm fine because I have other tomatoes. So this one will come here, grow up too. So I'll end up having 2 boxcar willies. So that's plenty. I have other tomatoes, and there's going to be other tomatoes that I'm going to be putting up in the garden as well that are coming along. And those are the rugged tomatoes. So let's go ahead and get this guy here moved over. What I want to do first here though is I want to take my little container, which I already have soil in, and this mix here is just peat moss, some garden compost, and a little black cow. So that's the mix there that I have for these little containers here. Put this inside here. Put this little box here and some plastic here so I don't make a big mess down here. All right. The only thing I'm going to add to this right now is I'm going to add some bone meal, all right? Because I just want the root system to establish really good. I'm not going to put no blood meal. I'm going to just put some of this bone meal in right now. Right. As you can see, this little tomato here has good root system going there. I already have some soil inside this box here so that I can really top them off here real good here. And as you know with your tomatoes there, right? We can really plant our tomatoes down nice and low because you're gonna end up having some roots coming off the side of the stems there. All right, she's looking pretty good. I'm gonna have her grow up nice and big now, so when I come around March 20th, sometime in mid-March, I'll get my tomatoes out and she'll be a big, big girl ready to produce tomatoes there shortly after. All right now, so we're here with our Jubilee tomatoes. And these 2 tomatoes, they're good size now to be transplanted over, and we can go ahead and start feeding them as well. So we're gonna go ahead and move these 2 over now. Let's see what she's looking like down there. All right, she got some nice root systems, decent size roots there for her size. Like I said, I'm only gonna put bone meal in right now because I want these little plants to absorb all that phosphorus there and get them root systems really, really growing good. I started all these plants December 22nd, right? And you can tell, the difference between this one here, this boxcar Willie really was sucking up some nutrients there. in the soil because it's like so much bigger than all the other plants. All right. I know that we are all brutal with getting to properly mock our plants there. Then we're like, oh, is this a boxcar Willie? Is it a Jubilee? Or is it a Rutgers? Is it a tomato plant? You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now before I get these guys all mixed up. All right, so this one right here is a boxcar Willie. Right, get you in here. Water them down in a minute. All right, this one right here is a Jubilee. All right, let's get this last Jubilee right here. This one right here, really nice root system, really nice. All right. Ain't this so much fun? You can do some indoor gardening. When it's so cold out and it's raining, you can always find somewhere inside to still get those juices. Because I know I'm 247. I'm always wanting to look at landscape, look at something growing, get my hands dirty out in the soil. So it's kind of like, I got to do it. So this is a good way there to, even if you're just messing around with your seed packs, looking, writing stuff down, what I'm going to grow this year, how I'm going to grow it, what am I going to do to improve from last season. So you're always thinking to improve yourself and to be much better every year as a gardener. So keep it up, keep studying. All right, so we just have our Roma tomatoes left here, and we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have six of them in here, but 2 of them are real little. So we're just gonna part 4 of them, and we'll leave the other 2 to get bigger inside here. They're at this point here where I'm gonna start feeding them inside these trays. I'm gonna give them some liquid fertilizer to get them to grow up, and they'll catch up, you know what I mean? But you're gonna have to wait. All right, so let's move this one here. Got a little one, little teeny tomato coming out right here now. Way after that. You too late, man. You too late for the show. So maybe next year. And here we got two side by side. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other one out with the scissors. So you can see it. I don't know if you can see them there, but there's two of them in here. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the smaller one out with the scissors. Never just take your plants unless they're real tiny and you have a lot of them and stuff and you want to pluck some out. Don't do it with your fingers pulling up because you can end up injuring the other plant, pulling its roots out, pulling the whole plant out, or just breaking it. So it's best just to clip them with some scissors there to be on the safe side. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get these guys all wadded in, and we're gonna get them on the little table. So what I do is, right here, I'm right downstairs, right out to the back door, right out to my garden. So on nice days, I have a table outside, right outside the door, so I can just, on nice warm days, I can just take them right from here and bring them out there to that table and let them to get some nice sun, natural sun outside. This gets a little filtered sun, but it's gonna have to do for right now. It's better to be here in this filtered sun where it's nice and warm than to be out there in that frigid, cold, icy weather that you would last maybe 10 minutes out there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and leave this right here because I got some water on the wall over there I gotta wipe off. All right, so anyway, thank you guys for tuning in with me. And as always, much love from the bull. Peace.